Hello, friends. I am here today to deliver a great topic that I believe will support you in your journey to wholeness. And especially if you are on a path of individuation, inspired by Dr. Carl Jung, who is a great psychoanalyst who studied analytical psychology. And I give thanks to him for I have a better understanding of what I'm going through in my own unique path as well of individuation so that you can truly claim your wholeness. So, let's start with a grounding experience. And oh, by the way, I am Chesa del Rosario, lifestyle nurse entrepreneur, and this is who I am now. I don't know next year. It could shift. We'll see. So far, I am at peace with this role. There you go. So let's begin with a grounding experience. So I encourage you to close your eyes and truly feel your body in space. Relax all your body parts from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head and feel your body parts from your head down to your feet. Relax your arms by your side. Have your palms open on top of your thigh muscles, feeling the love and light frequency from the heavens above. And focus on your breath. Take an inhale through your nose and let something go. Two more, just like that. We'll deepen the inhale and exhale for the second breath. Inhale through your nose, lengthen the spine as well, expand the belly. One more sip. Inhale, inhale, hold, and steadily exhale out through your mouth. More exhale, exhale. Now regular breath. Now for the third breath, keep the air in. So seal your lips. One more inhale through your nose. Expand the belly. One more sip. Sip. And exhale out through your nose. Keep that air in. Keep that fire to live with passion, with purpose, and with peace. And place both palms to your heart. Say this with me. I am ready. I am chosen. I've got this. I am whole, worthy, and complete. And you may relax your palms by your side and you may gently open your eyes. Awesome. Feel free to put it in the chat. How did you feel about the meditation that I guide you through? And feel free to use the chat here to express any feelings you have and any wisdom or insight that comes through you in this space. Today, I was inspired to deliver this topic, which is about, let me reveal. Ready, ready? Oh, before I reveal, actually, let's welcome Tommy Zabrowski in the space. Woohoo! It was a wonderful meditation, very relaxing. Awesome. Thank you, Tommy, for being here. Woohoo! I support you. Well done. Okay. How I feel? I feel deeply peaceful, truly grateful for the gift of life. And I celebrate you, Tommy, for showing up. And whoever's watching this replay and joining us, I also celebrate you. Know that show up as you are, your most authentic self, whether you're showing up live or watching the replay. It's really who you are being in every moment. That's the key. Who are you when no one is watching? What are you doing? God sees it, by the way. All right. Okay. So I titled this presentation. Oh, by the way, Tommy, buckled up. you're in it for the long ride here, so you'll deeply resonate with my presentation today, especially you've shared some of your experiences so far. And the title of this presentation is What Are You Hiding? The Mask, the Shadow, and True Freedom. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt completely exhausted from trying to keep everyone happy, only to realize you have no idea who you are underneath your daily routine? Hmm. And feel free to use the chat if any reflection is coming up for you to express. Know that you are safe in this container to be real and vulnerable. Today, let us explore how to stop wearing a fake social mask, embrace the part of yourself you have kept in the dark, and finally step into your true freedom with real honesty and mutual respect. I don't know about you, if you've noticed, and by the way, if you've lived for a while now as a soul, you may have noticed this in the society that we all live in. I've discovered that society loves to celebrate us for being useful. If you function well and stay busy, people praise you. But sadly, being useful often means you are not truly valued for who you are. What ends up happening? You get overworked, burned out, and taken for granted just so you can fit in and belong. There is a big difference between true self love and simply managing your behavior so others accept you. We wear a persona, which is simply another word for your social mask, the polished face we present to the world, so we can fit in and stay safe. Underneath that mask, we hide the parts of us we fear are unacceptable, like anger, sadness, grief, shame, guilt, the deep need to be seen, heard, understood, and other perceived negative emotions that you may have suppressed, especially during your childhood. And later on, when you become an adult, you carry that persona with you. And what ends up happening is you don't even know what emotions you're feeling since you were used to people please. And there could be also a delay on how you process emotions. So it could be when you respond to people, you need more time before responding. That's one key sign or a subtle sign that you were indeed trained to suppress those negative emotions. So when you could not respond right away sometimes to people and you create silence, that's also a subtle sign that you would be needing time, more time to process emotions before responding. And that's all connected and tied to your childhood, especially if you were trained like me to be positive all the time, perfect all the time. And again, to meet other people's expectations before my own. Like people please first, attend to their needs, and what ends up happening, and you could relate to this, I've neglected my own needs and I have abandoned myself throughout the process. Not the best way to live. So, if you recognize this pattern in you, I give you permission to drop the mask, to drop this identity, to drop this persona, and truly, you may grieve about it. But, like I said, if you want to receive more from life, it's time for you to shed this part of you, this identity of you, so you can truly feel more freer to fully express who you truly are. All right. To break free from this cycle, we focus on 6 core steps. Number one, presentable versus hidden parts, which is the shadow, the dark side of you. In society, what I've noticed, society accepts certain polished traits while labeling raw emotions like anger or grief as shadows. Even being a rebel or you simply a disruptor of the status quo, that's also the shadow, by the way, especially if you don't agree into some certain rules or guidelines that society has created. That's a shadow. And know that those hidden darker parts of our personality that we oftentimes we try to ignore them and we push it under the rug and it get buried again into the unconscious. So I encourage you, when you notice a shadow of yourself, integrate it in that moment. Integrate it. You could do this practice by really extending your arms in front of you and you're saying, I integrate you, I accept you, you're part of me, you're safe, I've got you, I love you, I accept you. Or you could say even the Ho'oponopono healing mantras of, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So in that way, you recognize, oh my God, I have the power all along to be whole, to heal myself. Yes, that's the way to live sovereign. And I encourage you to keep claiming your sovereignty, knowing that you are powerful beyond measure and you are safe to be powerful because God called you to actually help the people he wants you to help out as a leader that you are. So it's time for you to claim the leader in you and no longer be a follower. All right, here's a practical example. Ask yourself honestly, what are you willing to tolerate? Which traits you put on display? And which feelings you hide away? Hmm. Number two, the trap of external validation and the idea of being useful. Definition: working purely out of obligation and guilt, constantly checking for other people's approval, which is the external validation to feel safe. Here's a practical example: building a life or business where you perform on stage but feeling empty inside, even when the room is full. Can you learn to build something that feels fulfilling, even if the stage is completely empty? Hmm. What I encourage you to do is learn to self validate, to self approve yourself, that God approves you. Seek His counsel. Number one, how? Through meditation, through prayers. And in that way, you're sure about, okay, I know I'm in the right path. I trust myself more. I trust God, number one. I remind you of this Bible verse in Romans 12, chapter 12, verse 2. Do not conform by the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. Let God transform you, and and be mindful on being caught up with the external world. So make sure that you're truly listening to God's guidance. Okay? All right. Number three, understanding the line when emotions trigger. Definition: recognizing when a normal feeling crosses the line into a reactive pattern, like when anger is misunderstood or when a fear of disapproval makes you crave constant reinforcement. Practical example: pausing when you feel upset to look at how you handle endings, how you express your true desires, and how you react, because it's always teaching you something on where you need to grow from. So, and I'll give you an example. If you were triggered by someone and it causes you an anger emotion, let's say that's the emotion. Ask yourself in that moment, okay, what boundary, it's typically boundary, has been crossed by someone? So it could be a time boundary, a space boundary, it could be money boundary, whatever that is for you. Come to know them. Name the emotions, who triggered it, what triggered it, and then what can you do to actually process it yourself. Could be through journaling, could be going for a walk, it could be putting your pillow and then you could express that way, up to you, your choice. I love to when I rarely get mad. I don't even recall the last time I get mad, because I did in the past lifetime was able to really understand my own triggers at that time, who triggered it, and the more I practice it, I don't get mad anymore. So I don't know if I go up more to the next level, it could be triggered again. Who knows? I don't know. One mentor says new level, new devil. So I don't know. So far, I've been peaceful most of the time, and that's my frequency, peace frequency so far. But for you, the more you understand yourself by understanding your own triggers, why you got upset, who triggered it, what situation triggered it, understand it. Have a trigger journal. That's your, when you keep understanding your own triggers, the next time it happens, you won't be triggered anymore, because why? You've already learned how to process it and integrate it within yourself. See? Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, I I thought I could I'll be staying 15 minutes here, but I guess I'm enjoying this experience here. And especially Tommy is here. So um thank you, Tommy, for being here as well, because more is being revealed through me also. So here I am. So let's see where we're at. Okay, number 4. Mind, but definitely we'll wrap things up soon. Okay, number 4. Mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. I'd like to define each one, because not all people know that we all have it in us. And I would say if you have a balance, mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul, you'll be rocking life. You'll be like flying in the clouds most of the time. Definition: true alignment requires understanding of all layers of who you are. So, your mind, which is your thoughts, your body, which is your physical sensations, and then your spirit, which is typically your faith and your connection to a higher power, which I personally call God, your heart, which is your emotions, and your soul is your deepest truth. So I gave simple terms and definition for each part, but understand this. Know that you are not your mind, you're not your body, and knowing that we are pure consciousness. Okay? So, as you fully just understand that you have a mind, you have a body, you have a spirit, you have a heart, and you have a soul. And when you feel connected to these elements within you, you feel really complete as a person. All right. And okay, yeah. Thanks for the comments, Tommy. Thanks for being for being active here. Awesome. Practical example here: overcoming the fear of what happens when you finally let your soul lead instead of running on guilt. And let me tell you this: if, let's say, you stop performing a role that you were assigned by people, guilt can come up on your end. And it's typically again tied to your childhood upbringing. But guilt is a common emotion that comes up because you start what? Honoring your own needs and wants, and you stop people pleasing. And know that when that happens, simply again integrate that guilt. I accept you, I honor you, but I trust myself in this moment that I'm doing what's best for me. You could say that for you too. And I encourage you to release unspoken false agreement from people. You could say, I release unspoken false agreement from people And I respect my truth, I respect their truth. I am free, they're free. What's my lesson here? They have a lesson to learn too. So in that way, you free yourself, you free everyone, and you let God intervene in that moment to heal what needs to be healed. And that's the magic. So I love God so much because when you surrender and you let things be, that's when God intervenes, and you let go of control and you completely surrender. And I would actually encourage you to, um how do I say, it's okay. Here's one of your values. This, you could adapt my values. One of my values is I prefer honest, direct communication. So meaning, if it wasn't communicated to me directly, I'm not gonna do it. Okay? So it has to be communicated. I'm not like, I would no longer fulfill any unspoken false agreement. That's not true for me. So I encourage you to do the same. And in that way, you're free from any unspoken false obligations and expectations that is not even yours to carry. It's not even your responsibility to carry. It's their responsibility to carry. And that's their lesson. Okay, number 5, alone versus loneliness and siphoning energy. Definition: being alone is a peaceful space to recharge, while loneliness is feeling disconnected, even around people. To siphon means to slowly drain or draw away liquid or resources, in this case, unconscious projection, judging others based on your hidden fears. Slowly siphon your energy away, leaving you completely exhausted. Practical example: withdrawing projection to see people for who they truly are behind their social mask, moving from unconscious habits to conscious integration into wholeness. And in that way, you stop adding meaning into things, and that put an end to suffering and pain, unnecessary pain. Stop creating meanings out of it. Number 6, liberation versus loss. The generational cycle breaker. Definition: stepping into your authentic self sometimes feels like a terrifying loss because you have to be willing to let go of old identities and disappear from roles that no longer fits. Practical example: breaking generational cycles by having an honest relationship with yourself, practicing healthy emotional regulation, and embracing holistic healing. Let me remind you, God sees everything, and you do not have to walk this path alone. If you want help turning inward through quiet meditation to calm your mind and heal from the roots, direct message me the word meditation to begin. I have also built a resource to help you reclaim your sovereignty and activate your true alignment through my 5C framework, ready for you right here in the description down below. I'll be adding them there. I may have not added since I did this today. So I'll add them there, and also secure a free 45-minute healthy, happy, wealthy call. My website is there, and put it in the chat. What part of your true self are you ready to reveal today? Share your thoughts below with mutual respect, and know that I honor your reality. Here's a friendly reminder: when you stop hiding from yourself, stop working out of guilt, and step out from behind the persona, everything changes. Remember, self care is not selfish, it is putting self first so you can give more without feeling drained. You can give from an abundant overflow, not from depletion. And that is when true, honest giving happens. What is that one part of you you've been hiding the longest? What shadow is it? Reveal it. Not the whole story, just the first line. Drop it in the comments and I'll be reading everyone. And I have a bonus quickly that I'd like to share here. Your healthier, longer life starts here. Want to lose weight and lower your cancer risk with a plan that fits your real life? Take an 8-minute holistic health wellness check inside Innervate app that I've built this recent event over skill games. And this app will turn your overwhelming advice into one clear picture. It will include holistic health and optimal wellness plan, sustainable weight loss roadmap, prevention over cure, stress relief, and breath work. And you can find it in the link, everything about details if you want to explore it. And it's at innervate.overskull.app. It was my most recent creation. And I'd like to give shout out to Russell and Todd, who has led us amazingly, is that even a word, in this recent event. They call it 24 hackathon because I'm still, a part of me is integrating this experience because it just happened this week. But I truly mean it, like meaning giving thanks to them. And Tommy was there too. We're so blessed and grateful to have gone through that experience. And I've created what, three new apps, which is awesome. Tommy has quite created tons there. It says here, oh, my anger as a child. I hear you that, Tommy. Know that you're not alone. I didn't know I was capable of being angry actually in adulthood. I didn't know I was capable of that till someone triggered my anger, which is, by the way, family of origin. uh, but my question for you, Tommy, with this anger, do you feel like you've integrated enough during this childhood right now as well? I'd like to know. I felt I was being bitter. Oh, okay. I hear you on that. Is it still happening for you during adulthood, like as of this season of your life? So, because if you do, Tommy, then again, the every time it comes up, this bitter energy, this anger, keep integrating it, keep dancing with it, and loving it, and do a hoponopono. And the more you do it, again, trust me, you'll come from a space where I am, where you won't even recall, wait, when did the last time I get mad, when is the last time I get angry? And you're that in that peace frequency. It's the fifth dimension being right now. I'm making progress. I still sense some of these shadows and I'm getting better. Ooh, I celebrate you for progress, Tommy. Woohoo! Hug yourself, pat yourself in the back. Well done. Well done to do shadow work. And no, like I said, when you notice anger, being bitter keeps coming up, in that moment, make sure you feel the feels. Give yourself a moment to be angry. Give yourself a moment to be bitter. Integrate. Accept it. I integrate you. I accept you. You're safe with me to express that. It's okay. It's okay. And when you keep doing that, Tommy, the more you do it, trust me on this, you'll come from a place of peace and serenity, knowing that, when was the last time I got upset, or when was the last time I get angry or bitter? And you'll thank me, of course. All right. Okay. Well, let's close out this container um, um, with a prayer. Heavenly Father, I come before you to bless the people who's here with me today, especially Tommy and whoever's going to watch this replay. Know that you are safe to truly do the shadow work and truly integrate your shadow and both light together so you can feel more whole. And and trust me, being whole means you're home with yourself. All right. Love and light. Let's breathe that in. Inhale and open mouth. Exhale. Namaste.